Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 17 of Building My Health. So, for the last 2 days, I have been focused on making some final UI edits and system design improvements. Let's get started. Now, the first day, I went through the code and I made app wide test coverages. So now, all the new features I implemented, they also have tests to make sure that they actually work. And then let's move on to UIs. So I removed the day selector in the active routine screen. So now let's set that as active. So from here, you can see that originally I had a 3, next 7, and week selector. But now I um, defaulted to the range to 1 week. And then I removed the minimize and expand chevron button in the active routine section. So now the active routine section no longer minimize and expand. Since there isn't much content in the workout screen anyway, so there wouldn't be any reason to minimize this card. That's also the same reason why I removed the next 3 and next 7 for the same reason. Then I removed the skip button in the active routine section. Originally there was a skip button here, but now I removed it because I feel like skipping a routine is the same thing as just either starting a different one on a different day or just not doing the workout. Next, I made the start workout button in the active routine section a raise button. Let's complete that. Oh, let's do that. Okay, yeah. So originally the start workout, it was a flat button with the primary color as the background, but now made the layout I made the button to fit the style and layout of the app itself. Now it's a raised button. I made the exit button in the routine section, the raised button, and I also changed the exit word to an icon. Now I allow the user to click the end button in the active workout screen to reach the end. Let's start this workout. And now, originally, if no sets were done, you cannot click on the, well, you can click on it, but it wouldn't allow you to go to the end workout screen. But now, if I click on it, you can. And now I enforce the 1 set minimum rule to the save button. So the reason why I made this change is because now the user can click on the end button while in the minimize tab. So they can click on it and then they can click on the discard workout here instead of having to worry about opening it and then scrolling down to reach the discard workout. It just makes the actions faster. Then instead of opening an edit modal for an account section, after clicking the edit, the text box for, okay, yeah. So now clicking on this edit button will no longer take you to the edit modal, and instead it would make the field editable, and you can change your name here. You also have the cancel button here and the save button here. I made the values in the at the same line as the keys. Right, yeah. That's also another design change where originally it was email and then the email itself, username, full name. But now I made it in the same line. Next, I updated the off screen to allow user to use the app without an account. So here is when I made the app also have a guest mode where the user doesn't need to create an account or sign in to use the app. And make an account is only required if they want to save their data to the cloud securely. So now that I did that, I also made the app usable in offline since they can't, well, since saving the data to the cloud is optional now. And since data are now can be in two different spots, the local and the cloud, I need to create a data syncing system. So local data can be uploaded to the cloud and also updated data syncing system so that cloud data can be synced down to local. And I also switch the profile navigation button, navigation green navigation with the settings screen. Basically, originally this was the profile where if you click on this button, it would navigate to the profile. But now I switched it around, and now the profile is accessed in the settings screen instead of the other way around. This is because of the guest mode, and since guest doesn't have a profile, it just feels counterintuitive to first go into the profile in order to access the setting if since the profile is useless for guests. So I just switched it around and made the profile the last option. And now that since I switched navigations, I moved the account section, the sign up button, and the delete account button from the settings screen. Originally, it was somewhere like right here. Yeah, it was right between appearance, legal, and then sign out and delete was down here. And I moved all of that into the profile section. And I also moved the body weight card from the profile screen into the settings screen. I plan to adjust this a little bit differently in the future where I might differentiate it with stats and system settings. Going back to moving this account section, since we have guest mode now, the account section, sign up button and delete account doesn't really matter to the guest users. So I moved it all to the profile screen and made it so that the profile screen when signed out would only show an option to sign in and sign up, basically the off screen, and only show content in the profile screen when user signed in. As you can see here, I am signed in currently, but if I signed out, it will be like this, and the user doesn't have to worry about these stuff. And then I made sure all app operations are available to guest users. And then I removed the original off screen since there isn't really a need for the user to sign up or sign in immediately when they go into the app. They can decide if they want to do that after using the app or on a different device. They can just easily access this and then sign in. And then I removed the oh yeah, no, I said that already. So then I updated the backend logic to retrieve data from local storage instead of cloud storage, which was the primary method before. And I also made the local database now the primary storage database system instead of the cloud storage, just to complement this better. And the cloud storage will only act as a backup and multi-device syncing. And to make that happen, I need to update the local data to have the same data storing system as the cloud storage. Whereas the local data originally only had JSON strings, and the cloud storage was the actual storage system. And that's pretty much it for today. I'll see you guys on the next one.